backdoor, finding McCraven, pass a little high for him. McCraven had a reset, puts it up off the glass, good.
Out to Hallie Crockett, her second baseball pass up the floor to Abby Richmond. Right-handed layup for 2.
Dribble in the corner, Holzer feeds across to a cutting Copperbig.
And spin behind, ball picked up by the Greyhounds, forward pass. Miller hustles back with an outstanding defensive play to get a block shot.
Little right-handed dribble, goes to Reichel, deep three-pointer on the way! That's good!
Up the floor, Severson over to Bevins, all alone, steps up, shoots the 3, and it's good.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a good Friday night. Welcome to another edition of High School Boys Basketball on yourliveevent.com. And a Region 1 matchup between two rivals and two teams trying to make their way through this region as the Central Cass Squirrels, a number 2 ranked team in the latest Class B boys basketball poll, hosting the Northern Cass Jaguars. I'm Joel Morgan. Thanks for being with me here tonight in this Region 1 matchup. Jake Wetruba on the camera tonight. Two teams kind of at different points right now in their programs. Central Cass 8-0 on the season, 2-0 in the region. They played last night, got a big win against the Carrington Cardinals. Again, they are rolling. Their offense high-powered. They've had a lot of high-scoring games this season. While the Northern Cass Jaguars, a team that got very young, very fast, they're trying to find their footing as they are 1-5 on the year, 1-1 in the region. They have lost 4 straight games against some tough opponents here in this stretch of their schedule. Northern Cass, again, a young team trying to find their footing at the varsity level, and on top of that, they will be without 2 of their starters, so their rotation starting lineup both altered for tonight's game, which will be a tough one against the Central Cass Squirrels. Thanks for joining us here on our pregame show. We got a whole lot coming your way. We'll hear from both head coaches. We'll get a chance to meet your starting lineup. Also, we'll get a look at the latest Class B boys basketball poll. As I mentioned, Central Cass, the number 2 team, number 1. We'll tell you about that coming up here on our pregame show. First, we're going to take a break. We'll be back with more on yourliveevent.com.
Don't let the flu get you down. Fight the flu with a shot of prevention. Stop at Hillsborough Drug and get your flu shot today. No appointment is necessary. Shingle shots are also available. And don't forget your other pharmacy and healthcare needs at Hillsborough Drug. Over-the-counter medications, vitamins, health and beauty items as well. For your convenience, Hillsborough Drug offers mail-out service and delivery of your prescriptions. Check out the gift items for all occasions, too. Hillsborough Drug is a locally owned pharmacy and proud to serve the area. They thank you for trusting them with your business at Hillsborough Drug.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community. One that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a local golf course and pool, the sportsman club, and great educational opportunities, there hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
If you want help from a firm that has integrity and respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the betterment of the community, look no farther than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys has dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsborough, Natick, Page, and Castleton. Or view our website, www.onsteadlaw.com.
Back on our pregame show, big Region 1 rival matchup tonight, Central Cass and Northern Cass. We're talking with Bryce Laxdal, head coach of the Northern Cass Jaguars. Coach, a tough stretch of basketball for you guys, 4 straight losses, but you look at who you're playing, Kindred, Grafton, HGV. Obviously, you want the wins, but I got to imagine for your young players, it's a big learning point for you guys.
Yeah, we've like you touched on, Joel. We played a lot of really good teams. A lot of top teams across the state, and there's a big learning curve, especially you young guys that have really only played at the JV level, how much just quicker the game is, more physical. And yeah, we've done a decent job adjusting to that defensively. I think we're, for the most part, we're defensive wise, the numbers we've held teams where if we were scoring at a little bit better of a pace, we'd be in a lot more games. We gotta figure out a way to get 58, 60 points consistently, and then if we can rely on that defense the rest of the way, I think we can really turn it around here in the second half of the season, go on a run, and just try to get one win here can really turn things around, and just kind of get on that positive note would be really nice.
With these younger players who only had JV time, how have you seen their conversations with you, interactions to you, things that they do in practice now that they know what varsity basketball looks like? Where have you seen those changes?
We've really practiced the basics a lot further into the season than normally you have to. A lot of times, especially last year, we came in with 8-9 guys that have been playing for a long time. You kind of hit the ground running. This year it's back to square one. You have really one guy that's played any type of meaningful minutes, and he was he scored a lot, but he's kind of a guy that would come out. His job was to score. Now his job is to get people involved, to score, to play defense on the team's number one or number two guy. So you start from the ground up. You talk about catching the ball in triple threat, using ball fakes. You really simplify scouting reports, forcing guys to their weak hand, making them score in ways that are tough. Not reversing the ball back where it just came from, trying to get skip passes, that sort of stuff. And in practice we do it a lot. Again, 4 on no defense, working the ball and just getting those looks, and then slowly moving guys in there. And it's just kind of a building process all the way from the ground up again. And that's kind of the the fun part about it. We had a nice run last year with a lot of guys that have been in the program for a long time, and next year and the year after, we're hoping that we can get back to that same level with guys that you can come in and you can kind of do some a lot of different looks, different possession from possession. Right now I don't know if we could say after made free throws we want to go 1-3-1 trap. I don't think the guys can figure that out yet. It's take a timeout, set it up. Here's what we want to do. It's just kind of little things like that it takes time to working with new guys and building that relationship with them. But they've been great. We've really competed hard for the most part. Outside of Grafton and Langdon, we've really played hard and been in most of our games. 2 or 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter, where that's kind of winning time, and we're still trying to figure that part out.
Looking at now, I would say maybe a little bit of the first third of the season. We're kind of into it now, calendar wise. Just overall, looking at Region 1 and kind of regions around here, is there anything that has surprised you in terms of where other teams are and wins and losses and things like that?
I look at Sargent County. I knew they were going to be really good coming in the year, but they're playing some really good basketball right now. Their win over Hillsborough Central Valley on the road, I think, was surprised a lot of people. Didn't surprise me that they won. It surprised me, they won by 17. I'm interested to see their score tonight against Kindred and Milner. I think that'll be, a game to watch, keep your eye on. I think, if they can find a way to pull that off, I think they're going to have a lot more believers than they do right now. But I just think they have the size, and the ability to match up with anybody in the region. And then, on Tuesday night, Richland beating Oak Grove in Richland, I think surprised a lot of people too. Richland's another team like Sargent County. They've had that same core guys there for 3-4 years now. So this is kind of their year. And, you got to watch out for those teams. They're hungry. They know this is their year to, try to make some noise. And then you got to be prepared for anything. Those are the two teams that, kind of, stick out. Castleton, Kindred, Oak Grove, they're there every year. But I'd say Richland and Sargent County have been some nice surprises in the region.
And talking about Castleton, Central Cash, your opponent here tonight, they're kind of cashing in a little bit on those young guys who got a lot of that varsity experience and some of that retention. Well, not just in basketball, but their other sports as well. But they're having a great start to their season. What do you know about this Central Cash Squirrels team, and what is it going to take for you guys here to get that win you're looking for?
Yeah, I mean, it'll take a total group effort for 32 minutes to pull something off, to be close at the end. When I watched Castleton play, they have a lot of guys that can score the ball. And they, a lot of guys that can score different ways. Coppervig He's such a smart, smooth guard. He can score from the outside. He's really improved his outside shot. He can get to the hoop. And one thing about him, he's really good at going to his left, right? He's a right-handed guy, but most times you force him to the left and maybe not sending help if they're going to the left. But he's a guy that can score to the left just as good as to the right. Prakota's a good shooter, good slasher, and Holzer inside. They kind of got the whole package, and then they got knockdown guys that if you leave them on the outside, they're going to make you pay. So you can't send a lot of help at one or two guys in particular. You gotta guard, 1 through 5 out there, and that's really what makes them tough. Is they have not only 5 guys, they got 8 or 9 guys that can score. So we got to hope, maybe they come in. They played last night. They have an off night, something like that. We shoot the ball really well. You never know. That's why you play the game. But when you have a couple things, a couple bounces go our way for one. Seems like, we haven't got the friendly rolls yet this year, and hopefully one of these games that the tide's got to swing our way a little bit.
We've been talking with Bryce Laxdal, head coach of the Northern Cass Jaguars. Coach, thanks for joining us here. Good luck.
Thank you.
Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
Region 1 basketball tonight on yourliveevent.com. Central Cass and Northern Cass here tonight. Matt Norman, head coach of the Squirrels, with us. Coach, thanks for joining us here last night. You guys in action against Carrington, your 8th win, 63-28. Tell us how last night went for you.
It went good in stretches. We're fortunate to be where we're at, and so we're happy that we walked away with a win. Wasn't our cleanest game, and that credit needs to go to Carrington. They came out of half and made some nice adjustments, and it kind of put us on our heels a little bit, but I was proud of the way that we finished.
Cole was your lead scorer last night. Sam and Carter getting in the mix. Those 3 averaging around 15 points or at least double figures. They're hitting threes. What does having those 3 offensive weapons do for your team?
It's huge. It allows us to give opposing teams a number of different looks to hopefully create an advantage in our favor. And so it's great having 3 kids that score the ball well. But what makes it even more beneficial for us is we've got those 3 kids that maybe have better numbers, but we've got other kids throughout our roster that do a nice job of putting the ball through the hoop and creating opportunities for others as well.
And looking at the scores that you're having on these first 8 wins to open up your season and having those starters who can put up those numbers, looking at your stats, you have a lot of young guys who have played some minutes here or there, played in a lot of games. How important is that for, rewarding those guys for being a part of your team and just getting ready for what is going to be the long stretch of the season?
It's huge. We're as deliberate as possible as a coaching staff and making sure that those kids get on the floor, especially non-region games. We want to make sure we get kids in. And it rewards them for hard work, as you mentioned, but they're also a big part of what we do. And so if we want to continue to build this program and have it continue to go, keep making those positive steps, keeping everybody invested, involved, and kind of driving forward, it's important that we get them on the floor.
Back-to-back nights, Carrington last night, it was at home. Tonight against Northern Cass, a situation you want to try to avoid in the season until tournament time, but what did you guys have to do, or what was the message to the team for the next 24 hours after the Carrington game, getting ready for Northern Cass?
Heal and take care of your body. Don't go home and eat a gallon of ice cream. That's my job. But make sure that you're getting hydrated. Make sure that you're getting up, being active. I'm happy on days like this where we go back to back that they have school, gets them out of bed, gets them moving, allows them to be in a routine. But we also really, really like when our athletic director at certain points in the season gives us back-to-backs, because we got to be ready to have that turnaround. When we see Region 1 teams here in March, we're going to really need that.
And through these first 8 games for you guys, the region, we've seen a lot of region matchups so far coming up. Is there anything that surprised you across this region in terms of wins and losses and where a lot of teams are lying so far?
Yeah, I think there have been some very I don't want to call them interesting, but there have been surprising wins and losses, and fortunately we aren't on that topic quite yet. But we're a relatively young region. You know, last year's graduating class was unbelievable. I mean, we had a lot of length, a lot of experience that graduated across Region 1. And so there's going to be some growing pains going forward. But I expect teams to kind of level out here in the next month or so. And coaches are going to have them ready to go in the region.
Northern Cass tonight, always a rival against the Jaguars. They're a team that they seem to get young really fast after last year. They're on a bit of a skid, but they got some young players getting some varsity experience. What do you expect from the Jaguars, and what's the key for win number 9?
Yeah, they I believe they graduated 8 kids from last year, and so they're going to be one of those teams that are just kind of learning who they are as they go through the early part of the season. It's going to be a hard-fought battle for us. They're going to have a number of sets that give them an advantage, gets them some looks, a lot of weak side ball screens, and good rotations offensively. Coach Laxdal does a nice job of making sure that he puts his guys in spots to get a clean look at the rim. And so we're going to really have to lock in defensively, make sure that we understand our rotations, communicate on the backside of our defenses, and do our best to create some extra possessions, clear the glass, and attack the rim offensively.
All right, Coach. Thanks for joining us here on the pregame show. Good luck.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsborough, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Team at Maple River Grain and Agronomy wishes the best of luck to the players in today's game. Maple River Grain and Agronomy is proudly serving producers, accessing markets, and building relationships in eastern North Dakota and western Minnesota. They offer a variety of grain marketing and agronomy solutions. See the latest updates by following MRGA on social media. They're active on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Check out the website at mrga.com to learn more about Maple River Grain and Agronomy and how they can serve you and your operation.
Have you started thinking about your 2023 crop insurance plan? Hi, this is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with Irie Insurance. We will be hosting farmer meetings to discuss the 2023 outlook and share strategies that are geared towards protecting your revenue and preserving your equity. Join us on Tuesday, January 24th in Devils Lake, Annetta, and Hope, or Friday, January 27th in Hillsborough. For exact times and locations, please visit our website at irieins.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
And welcome back to Central Cass High School. Let's turn over to PA for the announcement of the starting lineups. And that was Mark Robinson, the PA announcer, introducing us our starting lineup for this Region 1 boys basketball matchup. Northern Cass, Central Cass, two rivals meeting here tonight, and Northern Cass trying to snap that 4-game losing streak. Got a very young Northern Cass Jaguars team. In fact, you're looking at Hudson Reachel, an 8th grader, in the starting lineup. That's how young they've gotten since the class that graduated 8 seniors last year. Central Cass bringing a lot of firepower. 4 players in their starting lineup with over double-figure average. Some good three-point shooting, as Cole Holzer will take the opening tip-off against Trey Hussar, and it's won back by the Jaguars. Handled by Mosier, up for the shot, will miss. Long rebound is tracked down beyond the arc and controlled by the Jaguars. Adam Mosier, the junior, feeds to Trey Hussar, back to the right side. Mosier for 3. This one off the end of the iron, and controlling the rebounds right now is Northern Cass. Third chance points will miss, and a battle for the loose ball. Mason Bussey will win this one. And it's Central Cass to settle their offense. 8-0 to start the season. Number 2 team in the state right now is Central Cass. 3 on the way, and Sam Coppervig knocks down the 3. And Central Cass off to the lead. 3-0 on our Bank North scoreboard. Visit them online at ibanknorth.com. Driving for the Jaguars was Riley Johnson. Works its way to Hussar, top of the key. Up to shoot, and he is denied. Cole Holzer gets a hand on the basketball. Stops us with exactly 7 minutes to go. 17 seconds on the shot clock for Northern Cass. Inbound comes to Hussar, gives a look, ball gets set in motion. It was a short rotation as a 3 on the way. That one will bang off the iron for Johnson. Rebound knocked away and out of bounds. And they're going to say last touch was Cole Holzer. But Northern Cass, again, losing 2 starters coming into this contest. It was a short rotation. About 7 they would run. Rarely go 8 or 9 deep. Now tonight, those 2 right off the bench are in the starting lineup. The rotation will look different for Northern Cass tonight as the shot is up. Will miss right side for Hussar and brought up by the Squirrels. Squirrels in the semifinals last year of Region 1. As the ball to Coppervig on the near side. Skips across, finds Holzer. Holzer spins on the post, up to shoot. He's denied by Keelan Monson, and Monson gets the steal. And we'll feed this one up court to Mosier. We're going to get a whistle and a foul call coming against the Central Cass Squirrels. Cole Holzer called for his first, team's first. Will stomp us with 6:11 to go. Quarter number 1, and Hussar will inbound. Northern Cass works it to the near corner. Reachel, the 8th grader, up to shoot, gets denied, and a battle for the loose ball was in the hands of Keelan Monson. And we're going to see another foul called against Central Cass. Carter Verkota's first, team second. And we're going to get a timeout taken by the Squirrels. They want to take a timeout as they have gotten back-to-back foul calls here. Matt Norman wanting this opportunity to kind of get collected here with his players as we have 5:59 to go in the first quarter. 5:59, 3-0 the score on the Bank North scoreboard. And Region 1 basketball tonight. Plenty going on tonight throughout the region. Kindred and Sargent County, which we have on yourliveevent.com. That was a matchup that Coach Beisel Axtall said would be a one to keep an eye on tonight inside the region. Sargent County, again, another team that showing up in the latest basketball polls. 4 wins Minnewacan, the number 1 team there, playing against Hillsborough Central Valley tonight. Guess what? That one on yourliveevent.com as the timeout comes to an end. Landon Mosier baseline comes to inbound. Miscue with Monson, tracked down by Reachel. Reachel onto the near side, finds Moser to Reachel, top of the key, looks right, miscue. He's going to drive in and sends a pass. I thought it came off the hand of Verkota untouched, and just a miss pass as the ball will come out of bounds. Squirrels looking to set their offense. Left side, Booher feeds to the post, finds Holzer, works near side. Bussey for two, he'll get that. Mason Bussey gets his first two. It's 5-0 open the game for Central Cass. Full court defense right now by the Squirrels. Handled by Landon Mosier. Will come across half court. Comes to the right side, Johnson. Back to Moser. Moser trying to dribble off a screen. Battle for the loose ball. Moser tied up with Mason Bussey. Held ball will stop us with 5:10. And to the bench is Central Cass. And Cole Holzer will come back into the game. Owen Wiersma out on the court as well as a three on the way. That one's off the mark. And we're going to get a foul call. And it will be against Riley Johnson. So Owen Wiersma entering the game for the first time. Wiersma's performance on the football field well documented this season. Future MSUM Dragon. As ball sent to the right side, Verkota gives a look, takes a dribble, looks around, tries to find someone free. Will come to Holzer. Holzer tried to feed inside of Verkota. He'll take a bump, but I believe it's going to be Keelan Monson called for his first personal third-team foul. Oh, Landon Mosier will be called for the foul. His second. Excuse me, I was ahead on the foul. It's only the second foul called for the Northern Cass Jaguars. As Verkota up for three, that one in and out. Rebound was in the hands of Mosier. Mosier and Johnson teammates going for the ball, and it becomes a turnover. And it's Mason Bussey with two more to make it 7-0. So 7 straight to open the game for Central Cass. Not that Northern Cass hasn't had their opportunities here in this first quarter. Handled by Mosier, feeds to the corner, a drive, up for two, that's good. Hutchin Reachel will end the scoring drought for Northern Cass. Reachel, an 8th grader, making his first start tonight. Some injuries going around for Northern Cass as a deep three is in for Cole Holzer. He knocks down his first. You got 3 players over double-figured made threes this season. One of them, Cole Holzer, 10-2, an 8-point advantage for Central Cass. Trapped in the corners, Reachel looking for help, feeds a pass to Monson, gets deflected, picked up by Mason Bussey, and brought up by Sam Coverbig. Coverbig feeds left side, Holzer on the dribble along the arc, pump fakes, now near side Coverbig. Plenty of time on the shot clock for the Squirrels. Dribbling out of the corner, Bussey, Holzer left open, and another three. Cole Holzer, back-to-back trays, it's 13-2 and a timeout by the Northern Cass Jaguars. Timeout with 3:20 to go. It is 13-2. Central Cass on the Bank North scoreboard. We'll be back on yourliveevent.com.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problems solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
13-2. Central Cass leading Northern Cass. Back-to-back threes for Cole Holzer have helped aid this scoring run. The number 2 ranked team of the state Central Cass. Winners yesterday here at home against Carrington, part of a doubleheader. Northern Cass handling the basketball. Here comes a three from Reachel. That one will miss. Ball handled by Mason Bussey. Bussey dribbles, short near corner. Three off the mark for Chase Bachmeyer, who checked in out of that timeout, and ball knocked out of the hand of Mosier. Feed across the lane, layup good for Mason Bussey. 6 for Bussey, and it's a 13-point lead for Central Cass on the iBank North scoreboard. Ball handled by Johnson across half court to Hussar. Hussar held up at the free throw line looking for help. Will send a pass to Johnson, and threw his hands out of bounds. Central Cass making some substitution. Eli Boer back into the game. Carter Verkota also back out on the court. 2:30 to go in this opening quarter. 4 straight losses coming to the game for Northern Cass. As a give and go comes back to Verkota, comes to shoot. He's denied by Keelan Monson, and then Verkota's knocked to the court. I believe the foul will be given to Riley Johnson. If it is Johnson, it will be his third foul called for the Northern Cass Jaguars. And it will be Riley Johnson, and it will be Riley Johnson's second. So something Coach Bryce Laxdal will have to keep in mind as this game continuing on here. Feed onto the post. Holzer across the lane, sets it in motion into the hands of Verkota. Verkota looking for some help. Able to find Holzer. Now comes left block. Here comes the shot. That will miss for Wiersma. Rebound to the Northern Cass Jaguars. Reachel under double coverage. Comes to Johnson. Johnson dribbled. They're going to say he stepped on the line. I wonder if they're going to call a push on Chase Bachmeyer, and that's exactly what they'll do. Bachmeyer's first, team's third. Carter Maggio checking in for the first time for Central Cass. Sam Copperbig back out on the court. The Squirrels are going deep in their rotation. A lot of guys have seen a lot of minutes this season. And part of it is the dynamic offense has given them enough lead time to get these guys rotation as a shot off the backboard and rebound to Central Cass. Coach Matt Norman saying a big part of it is rewarding these guys for what they do all season or what they do practice being a part of this team. As a deep three on the way, and nothing but net for Eli Boer. And 18-2, that is a fourth made three of this quarter for Central Cass as they run their lead to 16. A three-headed offensive monster. Not that you got some guys around them who can't score, but when you got a big three like that, a Sam Copperbig gets a steal, and we'll come to Carter Maggio. Back to Copperbig. You make the defense take some different looks. You make the defense sell out for some players, and that's what we're seeing here in this 16-point lead in this first quarter. Reverse layup attempt misses for Bachmeyer. And the rebound to Northern Cass under a minute to go in the opening quarter on the iBank North scoreboard. Hussar, bounce pass, near corner, Johnson's three, air ball, two-handed out of the air by Eli Boer. And Central Cass's basketball, 5-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock as the ball is out of bounds. Hussar, baseline, full court defense. Finds Hutchin Reachel, the 8th grader, guarded by Eli Boer. And I think he caught the line on the far side. And they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go in the first quarter. Chase Bachmeyer, the junior, will take his time across half court. Holding for final shot, his team with a 16-point lead. Bachmeyer to the near corner, finds Copperbig. Copperbig back over to Bachmeyer. Swung around the arc, left side. Verkota's three, good. 5 threes in the first quarter for Central Cass. It's a 19-point lead as the first quarter is in the books. On the Bank North scoreboard, the Central Cass Squirrels 21, the Northern Cass Jaguars 2. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's JERRID.
Here it's way more hands-on. The college has better equipment than the shop I'm at now. Like, you name it, they got it. You get to use your tools and your hands a lot more. My name is Sean, and I'm here for my future.
first week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like every time I go to a meeting, like everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
21-2, Central Cass leads Northern Cass on the Make North scoreboard. A fresh 8 minutes will go up here as we're ready to go for quarter number 2. 5 made threes in the first quarter for the Squirrels. That is what's been high-powered about that offense. Northern Cass started well, hung well, and just missed some shots as a 3 from Landon Mosier will miss. Rebound grabbed on the near side. Mason Bussey with the basketball. Copperbig looks inside, comes to the corner. Now a feed to the baseline, a dribble through, pass short left side, and 2 is up and in for Mason Bussey. That is 8 for Bussey. 21-point lead for Central Cass, their largest. Hussar held up, looking for help. Will come to Landon Mosier, feeds across half court, finds Matthew Hoppy seeing his first action here of the night. Now a feed over to the near side. Jacob Ryder also seeing his first action. 15 seconds on the shot clock right now for Northern Cass. Matthew Hoppy squares up for the 3. It's on the way. Good. Hoppy off the bench. Dials up a 3 for Northern Cass. 23-5, is our score. As Coppervig looks inside. Left side, Bussey. Bussey held up on the drive. Will come back to Holzer. Holzer got airborne, sent a pass a little low, picked up by Maggio and set back in motion. 15 on the shot clock. Here comes 3, and Sam Copperbig, his second 3, team 6, and it is 26-5. From long range, Central Cass has been impressive tonight. They've been impressive all season. Mosier's pass winds up in the hands of Keelan Monson to the right side. Ryder for 3. This one in and out. And Cole Holzer has the rebound, and the ball gets sent back the other way. Maggio waits for his offense to get there. Will come to Mason Bussey. Back over to the near side. Boer for 3. This one in and out. Rebound batted around and into the hands of Landon Mosier. Mosier guarded by Holzer. Gets a pass through to the near side. It's Hussar to the corner. Hoppy back over for Hussar. 3 on the way. This one a little too strong. Planting himself as Boer under the rebound. And it's brought back the other way in the hands of Mason Bussey. Ball left side, and Eli Boer another 3. Boer, Holzer, and Coppervig both have 2 made threes in this game. In the lane is Monson, and Keelan Monson draws the foul. The sophomore up to the line to shoot 2. Foul on Eli Boer. His first, team's 4th. Keelan Monson's first free throw good. 29-6 the score. Back in Owen Wiersma, also back in Carter Verkota. Squirrels will make 2 substitutions here. Playing at home for the second straight night as the second free throw for Keelan Monson, that one off the mark. Rebound was brought down by Cole Holzer, handled by Mason Bussey. He'll hand this one off to Sam Coppervig, approaching that 5-minute mark to go here in the first half. First Class Mortgage halftime report coming up here. We'll get you our first half statistics as the shot in and out for Wiersma. And Northern Cass controls the basketball here after this rebound is Landon Mosier. Dribbles towards half court. Will come to Trey Hussar. Hussar comes down low to Ryder. Ryder didn't have room to go, but able to retain the basketball. Jumper off the backboard for Landon Mosier. And it's a rebound for Carter Verkota. Verkota up to shoot, and it will be a blocking foul. Landon Mosier's second, team's 4th. That does put Carter Verkota to the free throw line, and a team that has made 7 threes in the first half. Ironically enough, this will be their first free throws with 4:28 to go. And the first free throw is good for Carter Verkota. He has 4. And a timeout taken by Northern Cass. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Central Cass School's mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The new STEM Center, Theater, Music Wing, Early Childhood Center, Wellness Center, and Athletic Complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with academics and activities as you grow in the new space and move forward with excellence.
Northern Cass is using up a timeout. Down by 24, largest deficit they've faced. 21-2 was the score at the end of the first quarter. Northern Cass has been able to tag on just 4 more here this quarter as Carter Verkota finishing his second of 2 free throws. He was fouled by Landon Mosier. Won't get there. There for the rebound, Keelan Monson. Monson, last broadcast I had at Northern Cass against Tri-State, came in and had a double-double, 12 points, 12 rebounds. As a steal for Covervig, throws it back in bounds, but it's a turnover back to Keelan Monson. 3 top of the key, and that one will miss for Jacob Ryder out at Central Cass's basketball. Holzer to the hands of Covervig. Covervig on the drive, puts it up, gets it. 8 in the game for Covervig, 32-6, 26-point advantage. Now the largest Central Cass has seen tonight. 32-6 on the Bank North scoreboard. Visit them online at ibanknorth.com. One of the great sponsors we've had of your live event broadcasts throughout the season. Again, we're into that busy point here of the winter time. Chase Bachmeyer called up for his second for the Squirrels, team's 5th. Hunter Reachel will come back into the game. Jacob Ryder will come out for Northern Cass. Mason Bussey back in for Central Cass. Out will be Chase Bachmeyer. 3:40 left to play in this first half. And a miscue on the inbound pass, and it goes out of bounds. And you can see Mason Bussey was ready for a foot race with Landon Mosier. Then he realized all he had to do was kind of run interference. Mosier didn't, Mosier had to touch the basketball. If he didn't, it's just going to go right out of bounds and become theirs anyway. So good heads-up play by Mason Bussey as Covervig tries to sidestep on a 3, finds Verkota. 3 for Verkota, good. That's his second made 3. 4 of the 5 starters have made multiple three-pointers in this first half for Northern Cass, who leads 35-6. Landon Mosier, cross half court to the hands of Monson, off the backboard and in for the sophomore. 3 for Keelan Monson. It is 35-8. 8 threes now in the first half for Central Cass. Verkota up for 2, makes the contested 2. 9 for Carter Verkota. I think he could be their first to double figures in this game. Again, you talk about the big 3 on the offense. All 5, though, right now have been able to put up some points in this 37-8 lead. 2.5 to go now in the first quarter on the iBank North scoreboard. To the corner, Matthew Hoppy. Hoppy tries to go across the baseline. Sam Covervig had a good read of the basketball, and he is back the other way. Covervig on the wing. Drives, puts it up, won't get there. Rebound into the post, picked up by Bussey. Fade away for Bussey off the backboard and in. And Bussey the first in double figures with 10, 39-8 the score. Northern Cass could not get the rebound in time, or were close to not getting it in time. Bryce Laxdal wanting to use a timeout. He'll take it with 2:05 to go in the first half. 31-point lead for Central Cass, 39-8. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Couldn't pick a better community to be a part of. I've actually been to another college, and this one was a far better experience because of the support of the faculty and the staff here. It's just outstanding. My name is Andrew, and I'm here for my future.
It feels like you're at a bigger university. Right now I won't have any debt, and I might even gain a little extra money through scholarships. There's so many job opportunities. My name is Emily, and I'm here for my future.
It's rain time out here in Central Cass. 8 made threes for the Squirrels as Northern Cass was struggling on that inbounds. They will get it here. Riley Johnson across half court, feeds to Keelan Monson. Goes to the right side to Landon Mosier. He'll drive to the basket. A little too strong on that lay-in and battle for the loose ball. Northern Cass comes away with it. Monson will pass it back over to Johnson. Johnson losing the dribble. Feet planted, needs to go to someone. Landon Mosier gets it. Mosier contested 2. That one off the side of the iron, and Carter Vercoda touched it as it went out of bounds. 35-second shot clock for Northern Cass. Down by 31. And the inbound, Rachel with the ball. Mosier's 3 off the iron. Hoppy gets the rebound, goes for an outlet pass, and he's going to be fouled. I believe it will be Mason Bussey. It would be Bussey's first. First for Mason Bussey, 6th for the Squirrels. Non-shooting foul, but no fouls left to give now. No team fouls left to give for Northern Cass, or rather Central Cass. Johnson reels in the inbound, fakes right. Comes to Hoppy. Back to Johnson. Johnson throws a pass top of the key. Rachel back to the left side. Johnson will hit one that grazes off the net and goes out of play. 1:09 to go in the half, and it is Central Cass's basketball. Central Cass showing why they are the number 2 team in the state here right now. Again, they have won 8 out of the gate. Northern Cass, 4 straight losses, and it's been against some tough opponents, and the schedule doesn't get any easier here for the next few games as a feed down low to the basket for 2 is Owen Wiersma. 41-8. 47 seconds to go in the first half, and the ball is out of bounds and into the stands is Eli Boer. Inbound sent to Landon Mosier. Mosier drives, kicks to Hoppy. Hoppy for 3, hits the heel of the basket. And rebound was in the hands of Keelan Monson, and he was fouled on his way down. He will get to shoot 1 at least. Owen Wiersma called for his first, and it will be the 1-1. I was going to say, I don't know if they were going to say Monson had the rebound and was going for a putback, to which he would have been guaranteed the 2. Instead, he will shoot the 1-1, 33.9 seconds remaining in this first half. And Keelan Monson now 1 for 3 from the free throw line. A mad scramble for the rebound, and winding up with it is Mason Bussey. I think Bussey was kind of one of the last guys to the scramble, and it paid off in favor for him because it just got through everyone who aggressively went for it, including his own teammates. Now Vercoda near side, able to find Bussey. Bussey off the block, looking for help. Will come to Eli Boer, now to the near side, Carter Vercoda. 5 seconds left in the half. Vercoda for 2. 10 for Vercoda as our first half will come to an end here. Our score at the half on the Bank North scoreboard, the Central Cass Squirrels 43, Northern Cass Jaguars 8. First half numbers coming up next.
The Command IQ app helps me manage the Wi-Fi in every room of the house however I want. Like this room, where my wife talks to her friends in her book club every week.
Oh. Darla? Honey, my Wi-Fi is down. That never happens.
Well, that's strange. Well, we'll see if we can get someone to come fix it next month. Command IQ, you're my new best friend.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, We've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
At Cass County Mutual Insurance Company, they provide services to homeowners, farm owners, tenants, seasonal dwellings, mobile homes, and farm and personal liability. Cass County Mutual Insurance provides local service to all policyholders and is working with clients in 19 counties in the southeast portion of North Dakota. For more information about Cass County Mutual Insurance Company or to find an agent closest to you, go online to CassCountyMutualInsuranceCompany.com and use their agent locator. At Castleton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Castleton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Castleton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's JERRID.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
Your local Castleton agents, Scott Kramer and Tyler Wasleen, wish the Squirrels the best of luck this postseason.
It's our First Class Mortgage halftime report. Our score here on the Bank North scoreboard: Central Cass 43, Northern Cass 8. Thanks for being with us on YourLiveEvent.com. A Region 1 boys basketball matchup. Well, Northern Cass played the game they wanted to for about the first 2 or 3 minutes, but Central Cass, powered by 5 threes made in the first quarter, obviously started running away with this game, and they ran their score high, now leading 21. They led 21-2 at the end of the first quarter, 43-8. 8 total made threes in the first half for Central Cass. Northern Cass offense sparse. Jacob Ryder with a 3. He has their only made 3. Keelan Monson with 3. Hunter Reachel with 2. For Central Cass, you got 2 in double figures. Carter Verkota, he's got 2 threes and 11 points. Mason Bussey, 10 points. Sam Kopervik, 2 made threes and 8 points. Cole Holzer and Eli Boer, 6 points, all off the 3. Well, Owen Wiersma, 2 points off the bench. So 8 threes in total. Central Cass 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Northern Cass 1 for 3. Foul situation. Central Cass had 7. No one with multiple fouls. Strike that, Chase Bachmeyer with 2 fouls. 4 fouls for Northern Cass. Landon Mosier had 2. Riley Johnson had 2. Those are the first half numbers here on the First Class Mortgage halftime report. More coming up on YourLiveEvent.com.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms. Saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage. Our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
Kate's Kennels, located in Castleton, North Dakota. We offer boarding for all of your furry companions. Whether you're going on vacation or you have an emergency, we are here for you. We know they are a member of your family, and we will treat them as if they were one of our own. Kennel tours are always welcome. Check us out on Facebook at Kate's Kennels or visit our website at kateskennels.com. Give us a call at 701-347-4176 for all your furry friend boarding needs.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency that provides protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency at 109 Main Street in Hunter.
First Class Mortgage halftime report, 43-8. Central Cass leads Northern Cass. 8 threes in the first half for the Squirrels. That's one of the big stories here of the first half. Carter Vercoda, game high, 11 points. Mason Bussey behind him with 10. Jacob Ryder and Keelan Monson, 3 apiece for Northern Cass here in the first half. That will do it for the First Class Mortgage halftime report. Second half coming up next on YourLiveEvent.com.
A senior at Fargo Davies High School and the 2022-23 North Dakota High School Activities Association Distinguished Student. Educational athletics, including games like this one, teach a lifetime value such as respect for your opponents, coaches, officials, and classmates. There are few better places than athletic competition to demonstrate respect for others. By your demonstration of respect for those participating and watching today, you underscore that the most important part of high school competition is the people involved and not the game itself. A public service message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association and this radio station.
The Command IQ app helps me manage the Wi-Fi in every room of the house however I want. Like this room, where my wife talks to her friends in her book club every week.
Oh. Darla? Honey, my Wi-Fi is down. That never happens.
Well, that's strange. Well, we'll see if we can get someone to come fix it next month. Command IQ, you're my new best friend.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Are you tired of the same old grower meetings? Then Precision Planting's Winter Conference 23 is for you. Announcing our new location for this year's event. Join us at the Alaris Center in Grand Forks, North Dakota, January 18th or 19th. You will hear from Precision Planting engineers and staff on new technologies, inputs, and practices. Winter Conference 23, January 18th and 19th at the Alaris Center in Grand Forks, North Dakota. To register, visit planterdoc.com.
For more than 60 years, Dagelman Industries has been known for building high-quality, tough farm machinery. We are currently looking to hire multiple production positions including machinists, welders, assemblers, fabricators, and more. Dagelman Industries offers competitive wages, benefits, and profit sharing. If you're interested in joining this great team, visit dagelman.com and apply directly on our website, or stop by and visit us in Hillsboro. Dagelman, engineered tough.
It's really cool to see the beginning and end product.
So it's very satisfying to build something that you know people are really going to appreciate.
We make products that last decades. Being able to stand behind our products and having something that is so known for that is awesome.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source from sunup to sundown. They're turning quarters into the dollars that drive our rural economy. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance. Protecting those that protect America's food source.
Contact Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union Insurance, Hillsboro.
Third quarter about to get underway. Central Cass 43, Northern Cass 8, and it's Central Cass to begin with the basketball. Mason Bussey, who has 10 in this game on the near side, will come to the corner. Finds Carter Verkota. Feed onto the post. Will come to Holzer off the backboard. Misses. Rebound. Winds up in the hands of Trey Hussar. Hussar going to split the defense. Knocked down. I believe it will be Cole Holzer called for the foul. Strike that. It's Mason Bussey called for his second. So now you're looking at Bussey and Bachmeyer, each with 2 fouls. Baseline Hussar, inbounds to Riley Johnson. Picked up by Landon Mosier, who is guarded by Sam Coppervig. Back onto the near side, finds Riley Johnson. Tries to feed to the corner, and right through is Sam Coppervig. A well-played steal. Now up court to Mason Bussey, who hits the bucket. First points of the second quarter belong to Central Cass. 45-8 their score. Trying to break the full court defense. Mosier into the hands of Monson to the corner. 3 off the mark for Rachel. And we're going to get a pushing foul call. And it will be on Cole Holzer, his second. So now 3 Squirrels with 2 fouls. Less than a minute into the start of this quarter. As a drive, missed shot for the Squirrels. Excuse me, rather for the Jaguars. Into the hands of Mosier for 3. That one will miss. And the rebound is picked up by Cole Holzer. Holzer stops at the elbow. Right side, Coppervig. 3! Good for Sam Coppervig. His third 3. He's got 11. At a 40-point lead for Central Cass. 48-40 on the Bank North scoreboard. Central Cass looking to move to 9-0 on the season. Feed onto the post. Keelan Monson turns, shot deflected. Booher had the rebound. It's in the hands of Mason Bussey, near side Coppervig. He comes to drive. Jumper for Coppervig, airballed right into the hands of Trey Hussar. Hussar comes right side, Rachel for 3, misses. Eli Boer, another rebound. And Central Cass has the basketball under 6 to go in the third quarter. Post-game show, we'll name our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game, and to the bucket is Cole Holzer. He is fouled, will get 2. Keelan Monson's first. You look at this stretch of basketball as the first free throw is good for Holzer. Jacob Ryder will check into the game. Point number 7 for Holzer. Look at this stretch of games that Northern Cass has played. As the second free throw, that's good. 50-8 the score. They have lost to Hillsborough Central Valley, who's on the verge of being ranked. They lost to Grafton, always tough. Langdon, always tough. Kindred, not ranked, on the verge, a tough Region 1 team. So you're playing some tough basketball. If you're Northern Cass, you're playing Central Cass's. Boer, a steal. Boer to the bucket, misses the shot. Rebound into the hands of Verkota. He'll finish it with his 13th point, 52-8. But you're playing tough. And then after tonight, you're going to play another ranked team on the 17th against Sargent County. So you've lost 4 of the 6 toughest games you'll play this season. As a turnover, and we got 5:10 to go, time is stopped. You know, Central Cass, they've played a tough schedule of their own, and they have answered the call. Team with a lot of experience. Central Cass last year playing in the semifinals of the Region 1 tournament. Boer up for 3, good. 9 for Eli Boer. That is 10 threes. So 30 of the 55 points for Central Cass have come from threes. Mosier looking around, tried to feed inside. This one tipped around into the hands of Keelan Monson. Monson held up on the post, trying to find help. Comes to Hussar. His 3, good. Trey Hussar with the made three. First points of the second half for Northern Cass, 55-11 the score. Three at the other end. Missing for Holzer. Rebound batted back to Holzer. This time he wants to drive. Spins at the post. Feed baseline for Mason Bussey. They weren't on the same page. Ball goes out of bounds. Owen Wiersma back into the game for Central Cass. Back in for Northern Cass, Matthew Hoppy. Hoppy, the running back for the Jaguars this season. Hoppy missed a lot of time with injury during the football season, but healthy, ready to go here for basketball. Playing a lot of JV minutes. Seeing some more varsity action tonight due to those injuries to the starting lineup. As to the bucket is Landon Mosier, and we're going to get a charge. Eli Boer takes the charge. Strike that. That was Carter Verkota who took that charge, as it's 55-11. And foul called off ball. That will be on Owen Wiersma. Wiersma's second. 3:57 to go in the third quarter, just underneath the halfway point here of quarter number 3. 44-point lead for Northern Cass. Here comes Landon Mosier across half court. Will come to Matthew Hoppy. Back to the near side. Reachel. Now across. Three skips off the iron for Moser. And the rebound, Carter Verkota. To Holzer. To the near side. Bachmeyer to the corner. Verkota three off the iron. Rebound punched away by Cole Holzer, but it's into the hands of Hunter Reachel. Reachel comes to Hoppy, and off the hands of Hoppy and out of bounds. Made a valiant effort to try to come back and recover that one, as substitutions now coming. Carter Maggio into the game. Joining him, Sam Covervig, 3:23 to go in the third quarter. And we're on the pace for running time for what would be the entirety of the 8 minutes coming up for the next quarter. Wiersma with the basketball, dribbles, finds Covervig. Now to the far corner. Back up top, three a little too strong for Covervig. And the ball's picked up by the Jaguars. Reachel comes to drive, ball knocked away. Good defense from Mason Bussey to knock that one away, and it's out of bounds. 2:55 to go in the third quarter. Trey Hussar back in for Northern Cass will spell Keelan Monson. Inbound to Hussar. Comes to drive. Near corner. Three missing. Rebound two-handed by Covervig. Pulled that one down with authority. Has a long pass to Bussey. Bussey puts it up off the iron. Misses his rebound. Matthew Hoppy with the basketball. Hoppy to Hussar. Hussar back to Matthew Hoppy. Wasn't quite ready for that pass, but able to contain control. Two hands to Ryder. Catch and release three. Too strong. And there for the rebound, Mason Bussey. A nice move by Bussey to reel it in past Matthew Hoppy in the corner. And a timeout for Central Cass. 2:21 to go, third quarter. It's 55-11 on the Bank North scoreboard. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
My roots run deep. I dream of a world where planting a seed can bring forth the food and knowledge our world needs right now. The field is my classroom, and I have the power to make a difference. I am going to feed the world someday.
And back on YourLiveEvent.com, Northern Cass picking up a missed shot out of that timeout by Central Cass. Reachel drives, puts it up, missing. Rebound tracked down on the near side for Central Cass inside of 2 minutes to go. Kavervig finds Bachmeyer. Back over to Kavervig. Back to Bachmeyer. And a feed to the back door. Jace Narum, who's seeing his first action, hits two. 57-11, the score. 90 seconds to go in the third quarter. And Mosier for three will miss. Kavervig 2 hands down the rebound. Comes to the near side. Bachmeyer, three, in and out. Rebound gets poked by Jacob Thompson, and it's out of bounds. We're starting to see a little bit deeper rotation coming for Northern Cass as Cole Holzer will come back into the game. 1:13 to go in the third quarter. Thanks for being with us on YourLiveEvent.com. I'm Joel Morgan, bringing you this Region 1 matchup. Jake Watroba on the camera for this broadcast. And Mosier across half court. It's been Central Cass who's about to win their 9th straight. Who's led this one every minute here. They have not fallen behind once in this game. As Mosier for two gets it. Mosier hits two, 57-13 the score, 47 seconds to go. And to the basket, missed shot from Thompson. And Northern Cass's basketball. Mosier across the timeline. Mosier, three upcoming, and that will miss. Rebound, Jacob Thompson, long pass. Bachmeyer gets fouled by Landon Mosier, and Bachmeyer will get 2 shots. Landon Mosier's fourth, and with a short bench already, Northern Cass could see that get shorter here as Mosier, no more fouls left to give. And the first free throw is good for Chase Bachmeyer. Bachmeyer's first point off the bench. 58-13. Second shot, that's good. 59-13 the score. Shot clock is turned off. Mosier goes to feed to Keelan Monson. Will lose this one. They keep control. Rachel's shot comes in and out. And Thompson had the rebound and back on defense. How about that? Jacob Ryder gets a steal. Picked up by Rachel to Hoppy. Onto the near side. Contested three. Misses for Ryder. And this one out of bounds with 2.2 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Running time for the final 8 minutes when we return after those final 2.2 seconds. 59-13. Ball gets inbounded as the third quarter comes to an end. Our score through 3 quarters of play on the Bank North scoreboard. Central Cass 59, Northern Cass 13. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region with the Coaches Show every Wednesday night on YourLiveEvent.com.
Goes deep down the middle, has a man, Soka Porter! Soka Porter to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, and taken down there.
We'll dive into the latest stories from North Dakota and Minnesota.
And there's the block by Reese.
That's the Coaches Show with me, Joe Lancello, on YourLiveEvent.com every Wednesday night starting at 7.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problems solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
And fourth quarter underway. 59-13, Central Cass advantage, and Central Cass will start seeing kind of a combination off their bench, but we are in running time here for this final quarter. Central Cass will improve to 9-0. Northern Cass will drop their 5th straight, and they will fall to 1-6. Next up for Central Cass, Linton HMB at Jamestown. Coming up on Tuesday, well, it's Sargent County at home for Northern Cass, also on Tuesday. Boer comes to the right side, finds Wiersma, now to the hands of Bachmeyer, misses the shot, and Riechel gets the rebound. Riechel held up, goes to Mosier, now on the left side. Miles Froelich into the game for the first time as a missed three for Jacob Ryder. And the rebound, Mason Bussey. Handled by Verkota to the post. Finds Wiersma, and we're going to get a foul call, and that puts Owen Wiersma to the free throw line to shoot two. Keelan Monson called for his second. And Wiersma's going to miss the first. Chase Bachmeyer, Jacob Thompson coming in for Central Cass. Wiersma will miss the second free throw, and Eli Boer is going to be called for the foul. His second. 4 fouls now for the Central Cass Squirrels. 6:25 left to play in this game. Our post-game show coming up. We'll talk to Matt Norman, also a member of the Victoria Squirrels team, as hesitation on the shot for Ryder. Sends this one to Froelich. And now a feed down low, and this one comes out of bounds. Braden Mitchell will see the court for the first time in this game, as well as going deep is Central Cass. We talked to Matt Norman about that in the pregame. Is this margin at which they've been winning games this season has given them the opportunity to get some of these players, every player on the bench, some action. As the ball near side, Maggio dribbling, look to feed this one off. Finds Thompson. Now into the hands of Braden Mitchell. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Bachmeyer with the basketball. Bachmeyer onto the post, give and go. Back to Bachmeyer off the heel of the basket. And the rebound to Riechel. Riechel to the post, partially deflected. Keelan Monson will get it and finishes with 2. 5 for Keelan Monson. Central Cass has yet to score here in this fourth quarter. As into the game, Trey Hussar will come in. And some Squirrels players not on my roster checking into this game. Try to get you those names. Okay, Forrest Sears was one of them. Brody Runk was the other. So those are the two that coming into this game here as we got 4.5 to go. Bachmeyer holding up for 2, won't get there. Put back, rebound is good. Brody Runk will get those 2. Runk has 2. Again, he is just coming into this game, Runk, a 6'3" sophomore. As Monson will get his 7th point of the game, and it's 61-17. Approaching 4 minutes left to go in the game. Ball handled by Braden Mitchell. Now to Thompson. Thompson takes a dribble, comes to drive. Onto the corner. 3 off the mark for Sears, and 1. Jacob Thompson fouled. Did not see what that foul was in, as Darren will come back into the game for the Squirrels. Jacob Ryder called for his first. Free throw good. Thompson gets a 3-point play. 64-17. 3:20 and counting to go. Again, running time here in this fourth quarter. Central Cass about to be a 9-0 ball club. Northern Cass will drop their 5th straight. They fall to 1-6. Riechel's shot misses, rebound out of bounds, and I believe last to have hands on it was Sam Nelson, and That is Sam Nelson, so Central Cass has the basketball. Aram comes to the left side to Braden Mitchell. Back to the hands of Thompson. 17 on the shot clock. Narum on the post, looking around for help. He'll take the shot, and up for two. For the game for Jason Aram, 66-17. And a drive, missed shot from Riley Johnson. Both teams will play again on Tuesday. Central Cass a trip out to Jamestown for Lytton HMB. Northern Cass at home against Sargent County. We'll have that on yourliveevent.com. And a three off the mark for Jacob Thompson. Put back, that is good. Narum 6 off the bench. Rachel for three, that one will miss. Rebound, Jacob Thompson. And a double dribble called, and we'll get a stoppage of play as Northern Cass will put Devin Wolf into the game. Also into the contest. Jacob Osee will come into the game. We're approaching that minute mark remaining. Ball into the corner, handled by Osee, and ball knocked away out of bounds, approaching a minute. Ball gets inbounded to Narum. And now, so we have less than a minute to play and a full shot clock here as in the corner. Mitchell thought about an open three, sets it in motion. You can hear a little bit of jeers from his classmates and fans. I think they probably wanted him to take that open three. As Thompson with the basketball shovels it to the top of the key. Here comes a three, this one too strong. Rebound cradled by Thompson. And we're looking at maybe a second different shot clock and game clock. So Thompson's going to have to hang on to kill some time, but it will be a little offset, but that will be the end of this contest. Central Cass will get win number 9, win number 3 in Region 1, which I think is the bigger number you look at. Nine seconds on the game. Three will miss. Rebound Northern Cass. 5 seconds to go. And a feed to Nelson. Layup good. Nelson hits the layup as the buzzer sounds, and this one becomes a final. 68-19. That is our final on the iBank North scoreboard. Postgame show coming up next.
Don't let the flu get you down. Fight the flu with a shot of prevention. Stop at Hillsborough Drug and get your flu shot today. No appointment is necessary. Don't let the flu get you down. Fight the flu with a shot of prevention. Stop at Hillsborough Drug and get your flu shot today. No appointment is necessary. Shingle shots are also available. And don't forget your other pharmacy and healthcare needs at Hillsborough Drug. Over-the-counter medications, vitamins, health and beauty items as well. For your convenience, Hillsborough Drug offers mail-out service and delivery of your prescriptions. Check out the gift items for all occasions, too. Hillsborough Drug is a locally owned pharmacy and proud to serve the area. They thank you for trusting them with your business at Hillsborough Drug.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community. One that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a local golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities, there hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
If you want help from a firm that has integrity and respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the betterment of the community, look no farther than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys has dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsborough, Natick, Page, and Castleton. Or view our website, www.onsteadlaw.com.
The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsborough, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Team at Maple River Grain and Agronomy wishes the best of luck to the players in today's game.
And we're back on our Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show, 68-19, a victory for the Central Cass Squirrels. They get the win over the Northern Cass Jaguars. And we're going to get a chance here to talk to a member of the victorious team out here as Jake Wachobra down there on the court, and he's going to get Carter Verkota for us. And we'll be ready to go here with Carter in just a moment. But 68-19, it was 3 points were the big difference maker here. And we're joined now by Carter Verkota. First off, Carter, congratulations on the win. You guys jump out to a big start. What was the energy level like to start this off in the first quarter?
Oh, it was great. It was packed in here. And, I mean, we just got a great student section. The guys got it going, and it was awesome. So, yeah.
You finished with 13 points. You had a pair of threes, 8 threes in the first half. How contagious is three-point shooting?
Oh my goodness, everyone on this team can shoot, and once one guy gets hot, it just keeps on coming, and it's just awesome to see everyone do good.
And I know you guys are teammates and buddies and acquaintances. Jay Bachman there behind you, photobombing you, but you guys are friends and acquaintances. But
I love you, Carter Verkota, you number one.
How competitive are you guys? Sam Kobervik jumping out as well. How competitive are you guys within each other when it comes to three-point shooting?
Oh, so like the girls and boys?
Or you as a team and your own?
We do three-point shooting stuff all the time in practice, and it's just, I mean, everyone can shoot from the top of the roster to the bottom of the roster. Everyone can drill threes, and we go on and on about who's the best shooter, and it's just everyone's good.
You guys have offensive firepower in your lineup. Top to bottom, guys can score points when you need it. You're not going to have your best night every night. How much confidence does that give you, knowing that your teammates can pick up the scoring when it's needed?
Oh, it's crazy. You have so much confidence going into the game. I mean, even if you don't have a good night, your teammates go out and they drop, 15 points a game. I mean, anyone can do it on the team too. Just a few threes can do it. So.
And your opponent tonight, Northern Cass, they're a young team. You guys had some good matchups over the years. They got young real fast. They battled some injuries. First 3 minutes of that first half or first quarter, they came out strong. What can you say about your opponent?
Oh, I mean, they're pretty good. They're a little bit young, so I mean, they're going to be good in this next few years, and I'm sure by the end of the year we'll see them in regions at some point, and I think they're going to be ready to go. They'll be good.
And finally, Carter, you played last night against Carrington. You played tonight. What's the plan moving forward here the next couple days?
Probably rest. Play some 2K with the fellas and hopefully hit a few more threes on there.
All right, Carter. Well, again, congratulations here for the win.
Thank you.
Talking with Carter Verkota here, a member of the Central Cass Squirrels victorious basketball team here tonight. 68-19, that final score here. Win number 9 out of the gate. Matt Norman now down there on the court to join us. Coach, a quick start for you guys. Northern Cass, they were scrappy. They gave you guys some fits of those first few minutes. You guys started to settle in. What started working for you guys?
We were just able to put a little bit more pressure on their ball handlers.
credit to Coach Laxdal. He was ready for our pressure, kind of put us on our heels for probably those first 2, 3, 4 minutes. And finally we were able to kind of adjust to it, ramp up the pressure a little bit, and then thankfully we were able to create a little bit more turnovers, a couple more looks at the rim for our guys.
I was going to say, you guys were everywhere on the post. You were getting turnovers, but what was impressive to me, it seemed first pass out of a turnover, everyone knew where everyone was. How much work are you putting into those first step, first play out of getting a rebound, creating a turnover?
Yeah, we work pretty continuously on our primary and secondary breaks, making sure that if we're going to make a break at the basket, we fill lanes, transition effectively so we can create some space and attack the rim.
You talked about in the pregame playing back-to-back nights. You want that opportunity to get tested because you know a postseason run involves that nights tonight. Obviously, the score is good. You guys get the win, but what did you think about your team's conditioning and energy after playing last night against Carrington?
I think that's part of our I don't want to call it a slow start, but we started just a little tentative within our press specifically. And offensively, I felt like we were a little flat, too, in the first couple minutes. I think that's just, last night was a tough game, and that we had to get ourselves ready. But as soon as we got our energy up, our body language got better, our bench got more energized, and we kind of feed off of that. So I was very proud of them and how they adjusted.
9 straight to start the season. You guys will play Lytton here coming up, but obviously you're happy with the 9-0 start, but what's the feeling going through this first 9 games?
I'm very proud of the kids. They're super fun to be around. We got to kick them out of the gym at practice because they're hanging out, just getting extra shots up, having fun, joking around. And so we love being around them. We're very, very blessed. But they need to get some rest. We got a tough Linton game and a region game against Hankinson next week. So we've got to recover here over the next couple days and be ready to go again on Tuesday.
All right, Coach, thanks for joining us here, and congratulations on back-to-back wins here at home.
I appreciate it. Good to see you.
Matt Norman, head coach of Northern Cass, with us on our Tommy's Express Car Wash postgame show. Again, that big win tonight here, 68-19. Again, he talked about that start this game. Northern Cass was everywhere. They were kind of scrapping for the ball. They're getting opportunities. The shooting wasn't as sharp as Northern Cass wanted out of the gate, but they hung with them early, but Central Cass kicked it into second gear. They led 21-2 at the end of the first quarter, 43-8 at halftime, and ultimately winning 68-19. Final numbers for Northern Cass. Keelan Monson, the sophomore, finishes with 7 points to be their lead scorer. Matthew Hoppy, Trey Hussar, 3 points apiece. Landon Mosier, 2 points. Hutchin Reachel with 2 points for Northern Cass. For Central Cass, as we mentioned, it was a 3-point attack in this game. They finished with 10 made threes. Lead scorer Carter Vercotta, who we had a chance to talk to, with 13. Mason Bussey with 12. Sam Covervig with 11. Eli Boer with 9. Cole Holzer with 8. Jason Aram with 6 off the bench. You kind of got the crowd going late in that game. Jacob Thompson with 3. Owen Wiersma with 2 in the game. As Central Cass again now 9-0 on the season, 3-0 in the region. We're going to take a break here on a postgame show. We'll come back. We'll wrap it up. We'll name our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. All that coming up next on our Tommy's Express Car Wash postgame show here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Proudly serving producers, accessing markets, and building relationships in eastern North Dakota and western Minnesota. They offer a variety of grain marketing and agronomy solutions. See the latest updates by following MRGA on social media. They're active on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Check out the website at mrga.com to learn more about Maple River Grain and Agronomy and how they can serve you and your operation.
Have you started thinking about your 2023 crop insurance plan? Hi, this is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with IRE Insurance. We will be hosting farmer meetings to discuss the 2023 outlook and share strategies that are geared towards protecting your revenue and preserving your equity. Join us on Tuesday, January 24th in Devil's Lake, Annetta, and Hope, or Friday, January 27th in Hillsboro. For exact times and locations, please visit our website at ireins.com. IRE Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problems solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
Back in our Times Express Car Wash post-game show, talking about a 68-19 win for the Central Cass Squirrels. Time now to give out some of our post-game awards here. We'll start with our Enbridge Energy player of the game. It's going to be a tough call on this one is three-point shooting, so I'm going to go with Sam Convervig, Carter Verkota, Cole Holzer, Eli Boer. All four of those players had multiple threes. All four of those players, those 10 made threes for a team, so they are the Enbridge Energy players of the game. While the RDK Enterprises Precision player of the game, that's going to go to Carter Verkota, who finished with a game-high 13 points. Here's our Enbridge Energy player of the game. So for the second-ranked Central Cass Squirrels, they are now 9-0 on the season, 3-0 in the region. They will play Tuesday against Linton and Jamestown. As for the Northern Cass Jaguars, they fall to 1-6. They are home Tuesday against Sargent County, another ranked opponent. So the gauntlet stretch of their schedule continues here on Tuesday night when they play Sargent County. We'll have that on yourliveevent.com. My thanks to both head coaches, Bryce Laxdal and Matt Norman, for joining us on the pregame and postgame for Matt Norman. Our thanks to Carter Verkota for being our guest here on the Tommy Express Car Wash postgame show. My thanks to all of our sponsors here on this broadcast as well. And Travis Lamar, the AD from Central Cass, for allowing us the chance to come out here and broadcast. And thanks to Jake Wittroba, our cameraman here on our broadcast. Joel Morgan, remind you once again our final score on the Bank North scoreboard. Central Cass 68, Northern Cass 19. Thank you for watching boys basketball on yourliveevent.com.